Hello, hello, hello. I'm Toy Johnson-Vincent, your no sugarcoating coach. Oh, it's that time again. I love it. My podcast show, Speak to Me First podcast show. I'm telling you, I have a winner coming in the house today. I will be talking to a native New Yorker such as myself. I'm born in Queens, raised in Brooklyn, Crown Heights. For all of you out there that know the area, shout out to you. Currently based in Atlanta, loving it here in Atlanta as well, ATL. But let me just tell you, I'm talking to Carlene Graham. She is someone who will take your travel to the next level. If you've ever thought about traveling or even helping people, advising them and becoming an agent, if you will, she is the one to talk to. So she's going to be dropping some gems all about the industry, the do's, the don'ts, the challenges, because she's an independent travel business owner. She has her MBA in e-commerce. She's also an advisor regarding travel. And again, she just will share a wealth of information. Not only that, I did say New York, but she is from the Rockaway, I believe Rockaway, Queens area, and she will confirm that when she comes on. So without further ado, my guest, Carlene Graham, come on in to Speak to Me First podcast show. Hello, how are you?
Great morning, Coach Toy. Great morning, everyone, and all the listeners. I am amazing. I am so excited to be here with you today.
Excellent, excellent. Yes. Well, we're going to get right into it because you know everything is a time constraint when broadcasting. You know how it works, and you a busy person with e-commerce and everything. I mean, we just don't miss a minute in broadcast. So let's step right into it. Correct if I'm wrong. Is it Rockaway, Queens area?
It's it's Far Rockaway, Queens. I am Coach Toy.
Far Rockaway, Queens. All right.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And I remember that as a kid growing up. My goodness, my stepfather used to take us to Far Rockaway and to the beach, I would say. And so I just loved it. I just remember also the part I didn't like is traveling up all those stairs on the train with everything in your hand from the beach. Other than that, and dragging sand all the way back to Brooklyn. But digress on that because it's about you today. First of all, you look amazing. I know we've met on social media and now in person via Zoom. Loving it. Tell me, how did you get started in the travel industry? And of course, you're a travel business owner now.
Yes, I am. Once again, Miss Coach Toy, I want to really take that time before we get started to really thank you for this opportunity for being here. I'm excited. Well, definitely want to let the listeners know I got started in the travel industry 6 years actually. This is coming up February. I got started 2017. 6 years coming up 2023 in the industry. Introduced by a friend of mine, a best friend of mine who I worked with is also. She saw the information and she shared it with me, and I decided to take a leap of faith and get into the industry. I've always loved to travel, but I said, you know what, this opportunity will just allow me to do more with it and see other things, learn other things about cultures and different people, and try to appreciate more of what's around me rather than just around the New York area, but broaden my horizon with different cultures and different places to go.
Excellent, excellent. And you personally, did you love to travel all along, or were you someone, I mean, like me, I just have the fear of flying. So everywhere where I think about going, maybe to the Caribbean or parts of Europe and everything, but I just haven't been. But did you grow up just loving to travel, or what sparked the interest outside of, maybe earlier on before your friend?
Yes, I love to travel from before. I did have the fear of flying. I did at first, but now being in the industry and seeing all what I'm open to, and I love it now even more. That fear is still a little bit, it's still there a little bit, but not as much because I'm saying I can't keep hold of that fear. I had to let go of that fear if I really want to get out and see other things. So that fear is not really there as much as it is anymore because now I'm open up to so much. I'm so excited about what is going on and what I and you
Yeah. Well, mhm, go
open for
ahead.
that for him now, and he can really have the experiences now to see other things, broaden his horizon, and more have more empathy on different things and learn other things other than just here in the New York area. So it's to really to not just for me, for him as well.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay. And for those of us who probably they may or may not see the Zoom part, it just the screen may frozen a bit, but we're going to keep it moving. We know you were saying some good things, so just keep talking. That's what I tell people in the broadcast. Don't stop. Don't stop, won't stop. Okay. But at any rate, as a travel business owner, what are some of the challenges if someone were interested in delving into that industry? What are some of the challenges that they might face? One or two that you can think of.
They might face, they might think, um, they may think of, opening, having a business, and maybe they not get the support from others, or, may not know friends or anything like that. But there is also help to do that. We have to look beyond, because there's other people that really may want to have their own business, or there's other people that really want to travel but may not have the ability to do it, or know, or have the encourage to do it. So the things that you may face, you can definitely beat those adversaries. You and think you cannot do it, there is possibility you can do it, and then you have the help to do it, the support. We have a large support team to really help you get through those hurdles, and think you don't know anyone. And actually,
Mhm.
now in actuality, you do know people. It's just you feel your fear. It's fear, actually. And as you get past that fear, with anything, there's learning. With anything in life that we come across, you can take the time to learn about what you're embark on, and what your venture is, and remove that fear. Because once you remove that fear, there's possibilities. Don't limit not to limit yourself on something like that, because you may not know someone, or not that. But it's just take the time to learn about what is here, what the offering is, and lose the fear. It's fear.
Well, I tell you, one thing you said, and I talk about this a lot on my podcast show, and I just want to say to all of our listeners, we're global. I'm currently in 17 countries. So, again, welcome to all our listeners. I've been talking with Carlene Graham. She is based out in New York, Far Rockaway, Queens. She did correct me. It is Far Rockaway, folks. And so, if you're out there, make sure you give her a shout out on social media. And she's talking about her business in the travel industry. And one of the things you said that struck me was about fear. And we can have a whole conversation on that. Believe me, we may bring you back and talk about that in general. But today, once you get past that, flying or not flying, but if you're interested in establishing a business, you do have to move past the fear, because what you will have are poor numbers. If you're not doing well in business, your numbers are not going to look good. If you have so much fear around you, you're just probably, going just almost nowhere, if you will. So, I thank you for pointing that out, because we all, no matter what profession of all of our audience listeners are in, at some point fear crept into their lives, into their professional lives, their educational lives, and we all have it. So I say do what you love what you do, and find people who are doing it even better than you, and get mentored or coached in the industry. With that said, I wanted to ask you, you said about 6 years ago when you started. We've had COVID since then. We're certainly still dealing with it, not as much, but we are still in the COVID realm, if you will. How has that affected your travel industry? I mean, when all that was going on, did that change things for you? Did you want to give up at all the business?
No, not at all. COVID really didn't stop my business at all. We still continue to thrive during COVID, if mind you. I know the travel, because I have two businesses. the travel portion didn't stop. We have also have a marketing arm where I'm able to help others, empower others that want to start a business. So in our marketing arm, that helped us to still able to earn income through our business model. So there's two businesses. There's a travel business and a marketing side. So we're able to still earn the income, residual income through our business model. So others were still able, we are still able to help others and able to earn the income, bringing in our household, able to cover, bills and monthly bills or anything like that with families. So that is a key point of our business model, and others are able to still earn income even when something like that, a pandemic, yes, we're still able to earn income even through the pandemic. So our
Wow.
business was thriving through the pandemic. And now that everything is up and running and everyone wants to travel, now it's a powerful, now it's just a powerful piece. Together now we're back, full force, helping others to move away from the poverty line.
Wow. And I'm listening to you and looking at how your energy coming through, that wow, you really are excited about the industry. And that's one good thing, because if you're not excited about the industry that you're working in, why do you do it in the first place? You mentioned about families and perhaps individuals. Uh, do you find that, because I assume you have a team of people that work with you, you have your own team or you're developing a team? And I think we talked about this a little bit off camera. But what I'd like to know is, how do what does it take for someone if they say, well, I'm interested in the travel industry, but I don't want to do it alone. I'd rather be on someone's team and work my way into the industry. Is that possible, especially if someone wanted to work with you?
Absolutely, that is possible. We are in 20 countries and expanding now. We should be expanding shortly into Canada. So, yes, it is possible to help support, even though I am in New York and others may be in different country.
Hmm.
Yes, there is definitely others also that help me along with my team, but there is possibilities that we can help no matter where you are. We're able to have the coach and mentorship is here, resources are here. I am here to help anyone that wants to really start their own business in the travel industry, to really push them, help them to build a successful business in this industry. So yes, there is strong possibilities to work anywhere, work this business anywhere.
Wow. And most travel agents right now, are they working from a home based, or do you have to go into an office? I mean, how does that really work? Just briefly, is this something that someone says, listen, I'm not going into an office. I want to work remote. Can they do that working on your team or anyone's team in this industry right now?
Yes, absolutely. You can work from anywhere. Your business, you can work from home with this business. You can be on the go with your business mobile, your phone app. We have the capability to you work your business anywhere. So we do have a mobile app that you can always manage your business, see your team, where your team's progress and performance, and we're able to see everything through the mobile app and all the resources. Zoom, we are definitely do trainings on Zooms.
Mm.
So we can connect with you wherever you are and help you build your team wherever you are.
Wow, wow. And right now, when think about travel, because we're coming into, I mean, believe it or not, I know we're in February. Let's face it, Carlene. So business is probably people are starting to think about spring break and travel, even as far as to the Caribbean. Of course, I know a lot of people, they just say, let's go to Florida because I want to go wherever the beaches are. Maybe they don't want to go out of the country, or, so it just depends on the individual and families. But where are you finding most people now traveling to? I mean, what is happening in your business? Where are people booking going forward? What do you see? Or what are you
Well,
seeing?
I have definitely the cruise wave is here. So I do have individuals booking group cruises. Going to Dubai, that's definitely another destination that's trending that a lot of people are going to as well. Turks and Caicos, I have different clients that are be attending the going there, and Jamaica, of course, and Negril, Jamaica, Montego Bay. So Jamaica is definitely a great, an amazing destination that I have a lot of clients going to as well.
Yeah, and we talked about this too. You do have some Caribbean roots, is that right?
As yes, I do. My both parents, mother and father. My father is deceased. My mother is alive, and she is my cheerleader. She's my number one cheerleader. Not also my son. I won't forget him. But yesterday, yes, my mom is my number one cheerleader, always in my corner, and she also. That's where my entrepreneurship comes from. Is from her, watching her. Thrive, and my father too. And I learned also my father was working to have his own travel business as well. So I was just, oh my God, I was just amazed by that and really emotional by that, because now he's not here, but now I know he will be so proud of me now where I am in my business and my mindset and my growth right now. So I was just kind of emotional when I thought about that, and I was like, wow, so I'm
Yeah.
really here, took on the baton, passed the baton to me, and to continue growth in my business. So it's really
Wow.
great.
Absolutely. That's a wow moment. We all have, because I ask people, where do you get your energy from? Where do you get your drive from? It's so easy to give up on our dreams, whatever they might be. You know, I get it. Sometimes you have to look back. And it may not be mom and dad. It may be some of us who did not even have a mom or dad, but we had guardians that were in place of the mom and dad. And that is a beautiful thing, because aunties out there or somewhere, people who helped raised us. And for me, I get it, just like my grandmother, she had her own business going, and with brownstones in Brooklyn, New York. And hey, I mean, I just love it. And her own beauty salon, but back then we called it beauty shop. So
Mhm.
there's no reason for me to fail, if you will. And if I fail, I'm going to fail forward. I'm not failing backward. So I tell the listeners out there, listeners, you have to be checking out Carlene Graham. I've been speaking with her about her background in the travel industry. She's an independent travel agent and advisor. She has her MBA in e-commerce. How awesome is that? You know, so you pretty much are well-rounded. Figure out just with there's so much competition out there. I can pull up right now, going onto social media or something. Every day there's something in the box saying, hey, come, we're going to Caribbean, we're going to Dubai, we're going to Italy, we're going to London. I'm seeing all these ads and marketing and promotions. But what sets you or your agency apart from others? Do you have one or two things that may set you apart because from the competition?
Well, for me, I overall, either it's a client or a business partner, my overall thing is how can I add value to them? How can I add value to my clients and helping them really facilitating their travel? What can I do to make it the best possible experience
Mhm.
they can have with their families? And that's for me, and also business partners too, and any other person that really look into it. How can I add value to them? That's really important to me, encouraging them also too, because after you have that first client, you still want to be there, really responding back to them, even sharing with them different things after, beyond that travel, and still being relevant in their lives, and keeping in contact with them, because that is what they will be looking for too after that. That this travel professional always, even after our travel, she always was still in correspondence with us, and what throughout anything, that you're still there, you're not gone. So, and even with business partners too, how can I add value to them, and even get to know them.
Hmm. Hmm. And is it really difficult to,
That's very important to me, building the relationship, because that can, bring longevity to your business, your
mhm,
clients, and your business partners, building those strong relationships with them.
strong relationships? That's the key. That's the key. And again, you know, even when you're trying to build strong relationships, things can go awry. There can always be something that just that fly in the ointment, as we used to say. It just kind of what happened. So when you think about the travel industry and when you started and where it is now, tell us kind of like the number one reason why someone should say, this is the time, 2023, to jump into the travel industry.
Well, if you have that, because there's some others that never had the opportunity to take their children anywhere, or never have the opportunity to go anywhere, to see other places, to know other cultures, or just to see something else and learn about something else, and they still had that drive, that passion to do it. This would definitely be the time to do it. This will give you the opportunity to take your children and themselves also, and really to learn about others, and this will give you that opportunity to do that, and able to supplement, and then on top of that, to supplement your income, being able to also leave a legacy. So now that you can enjoy that, you can enjoy it too on one side, but also on the other side, leave a legacy for your children, and
Love it.
your children and your children's children. So it's bigger than that. Not just travel and yes, to enjoy, but also leaving a legacy, which is so important now, thinking long term, thinking of the next generation. And that is key to everything for me. If I can help someone in that form, that's success for me. That one family that's able to travel, yes, but also and also leave a legacy for their families. That is big for me. That's where
Wow.
my joy comes in doing it, because now it's twofold. You're able to, yes, take your children to really places that you couldn't do before or couldn't afford before now, and also leaving them a legacy, having something for them when they're no longer here, your income, and be able to help their children's children. So the legacy part of it is key for me. It's for me, it's important that we do think of long term now, long term thinking for our families.
Absolutely. That what all that you just said, you can package that and market it right now. I'm telling you. I've been talking with and listening to Carlene Graham. She is a travel agent, independent travel business owner. Yes, she's an agent, but I need to understand, and everyone listening, she is a business owner, which means entrepreneurship. There are so many things going on now. The pandemic helped us and many people to understand what were their strengths. And not only that, but what were their weaknesses, right? Or areas of improvement that they needed. So there's someone out there, as we begin to, I want to just touch on one thing before we start to close it out. And they're saying, no, I'm nervous. I don't want to do this. And I certainly don't want to do it full time. They're in the traditional 9 to 5 right now, but they're saying, I'm just not going to do this full time. I don't want to take the financial risk, or anything like that. Any advice to those people or suggestions that there's someone out there that may be listening to this podcast today, and we're going to hope that a whole lot of people in 17 countries will hear you. What would you like to say to those people? And then we're going to get into what's up next for Carlene Graham.
Oh, this business, there's a lot of business partners here that do this business full-time and part-time. I am part-time. There's 90% of us in the business do this business part-time. So you can do it. It's your mindset. You can do it. Remove the word can't, and you can do it. And you have the help is here. The resources are here. The help is here. Be surrounded by like-minded individuals that are on the same path as you. So you're not by yourself when you work the 9 to 5. All of us are or have our 9 to 5s, and we want to get in position. So now is the time to get in position, and before, while you have your plan A, you should be definitely working on the plan B. So it's just mindset. Set your mind up, go for win. If you want to win, refuse to lose and choose to win. And that's my mindset. I refuse to lose. I lose the excuses and remove the no's and I can't out of the way and take a leap of faith. This you don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself at all. And the key is that the support is here. A support team is here. Mentorship is here. So you won't do it alone. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself.
Love it. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. I mean, people really need to talk to you. I'm sure there's someone. And once we get that link out there where we start to share this broadcast, don't be surprised if, your phone or your email starts, like, wait a minute, who are all these people, and that's going to be a good thing for you. It's a booming business. It's obviously $1 billion business, not million, but billion. People know that. Travel all over the world. There's so many places that people can go. Well, I'm going to ask you now. We're going to go to the personal side. You've already enlightened us about your business and everything. The number one question I have for you is about you is where is the best place that you found for you and maybe your family that you've gone to and you said, I'm going back either every year or every other year. Is there one place in particular that you just absolutely can't get enough of in terms of travel?
Well, in terms of travel, my parents are from Jamaica, so I love Jamaica. I am going back, Jamaica. I can't stop going back from Jamaica because I love it there too. I have family there from both sides, my mother and father. So yes, my place is Jamaica.
Wow. Well, you know what? You didn't take long to say that. You
Yes.
just went right out there, every place in the world. And that's going, and actually, that's like going home for you because, like you said, your parents are both from there, so it's beautiful. The weather, the water, the food, and you just made me think about going to a particular Caribbean restaurant that's very, very popular. I won't say the name, but it is in New York and everywhere else. So I just love it. So again, my order is that jerk chicken, that would be me. And I don't mind a mild patty. I just can't take them too spicy. So it's kind of interesting because I'll do the jerk chicken, which is spicy typically, and then I'll say I want a mild patty, the beef patty or chicken patty, vegetable patties and everything. So thank you for sharing that because I'm thinking with your busy schedule, do you ever even have time to go on vacation? And that would be my next question. So when you travel, you know, do you feel like you're really on vacation or is your mindset, I'm working, I see a few people, I need to talk to them, I need to let them know I'm a travel business owner and, and so on. How does that work for you?
Well, when I'm on vacation, I am on vacation. And if it does come across that, we have a strike up a conversation with someone, yes, I will definitely share what I have. I don't keep it to myself because it's amazing. I am so excited about what I'm doing. And I know that others also would be excited to do, it, especially if that's their passion and they never come across an opportunity where they can have live their passion and create wealth at the same time. Yes, I am going to share the opportunity. But when I go on vacation, I definitely enjoy what I have
Mhm.
and enjoy everything. So now when I get back, I can share that too with my clients, the amazing experience I had and help them out with their next destination. So yes, I love what I do and love the experiences.
Wow. I mean, yeah, because I was trying to figure out, well, she goes on vacation, but she books vacations and her team And I'm like, are you ever really on vacation? Or is it just like, well, I'm working, but I'm having fun? We all need to take a break. Self-care is very important. And as people would know, this is February 2023. It is the month of love. Love what you do what you love, go where you want to go. So I have to imagine that people are out there booking their flights and doing something. If it's not on Valentine's Day, it may have just been something of people retire, and it just happens to be the month that everyone wants to celebrate something lovingly with their families, their friends, significant others. So, yeah, your phone will probably, an email will be just phones ringing off the hook and several tons of emails coming in the inbox for you and your team. So, yeah, get ready, and spring break, really get ready for that. Well, I just enjoyed really, talking to you, chatting it up, if you will, on Speak to Me First podcast show. Speak to Me First podcast show. And like I said, Speak to Me First podcast show is broadcasted in 17 countries currently, and we're growing, and get some amazing guests like yourself. And I definitely appreciate that time that you took. But I want to do one more thing, because you kept mentioning your mom, your rock, your behind you, and all you do. And of course, you said your son. Let's give mom a shout out. You tell mom, that's native New Yorker right here. Give her a shout out. What's her name? Her first name?
My mom's name is Carmen.
Well, Carmen, shout out to Carmen over there in New York City, NYC. Thank you, Carmen, because I know you're going to see this, and listen to the broadcast, and also see your lovely daughter on Zoom. And like I said, we're human here. So if that screen freezes, don't worry about it. There's so much content in your interview. We and myself and the listeners are saying, we just love what we heard. So, with that said, how can people reach out to you as we are in the closing of this broadcast? What's up next for you? Are there events or anything that is going on in the travel industry that you want people to check out? Is there a website? What is the best way to get in touch with Carlene Graham?
Yes. Well, we definitely have an event coming up this week in New York. New York. We have an event in Queens at the Marriott this weekend, and we are definitely sharing with others how they too can start their own business in the travel industry. We have some mentors that will be here. My mentor will be flying in, and other business partners from all over. I do have some business partners that will be joining me this weekend. So we're definitely in New York. We are doing it in New York. It's going to be an amazing event this weekend on Saturday. So you can definitely reach out to me at Carlene Ebanks Graham on Facebook, at my Carlene Treasure Travels on IG, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. It's Carlene Graham also. And also contact me directly. My telephone number that you can contact me is 347-379-1079. That is my number that you can contact me at, and definitely reach out to me. Ready to help someone. We can all be powerful. Let's do it together. Let's win together.
Wow, wow, that's it, winning together. And I know you said Queens, but we know Queens, just like New York, everything is large. What area of Queens is this going to be held? Because there's Jamaica,
This is going
Queens,
to be held in, oh, I'm sorry, in Astoria, New York. This is going to be held
Astoria.
at the
Okay,
Marriott. Yes, at the
okay,
Marriott Hotel in Astoria, New York.
okay. Because if people know the area, then they say, "Wait a minute, Queens, it's large." Just like me saying, "Well, I'm from Brooklyn." Where? And the next question is, "I'm from New York." What high school did you go to? We can never stop asking that question of New Yorkers. So I have to ask before you leave, what high school in New York?
My high school was Far Rockaway High School. I attended.
There you go, folks. And she has her MBA in e-commerce. Carlene, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me today, being my guest. I appreciate you. You have excellent things going on in your future. I know that. I know that you're very successful now. So all you can do is go up from here. And it was a pleasure meeting you. Again, networking is key. We met, online through social media, and want to make sure to let people know they can find you where Facebook, LinkedIn, where are the places you mentioned, Instagram. Go ahead and tell them.
Instagram. Yes, and
Instagram.
Instagram, it's Carlene Treasure Travels. On LinkedIn, it's Carlene Graham. On Facebook, is Carlene Ebanks Graham on
Right.
Facebook.
Okay, it's a hyphenated Ebanks, Ebanks hyphen Graham, correct? Is that
No,
right
there's
or
no
no?
hyphen. This just
Okay.
Carlene Ebanks Graham. Yes.
Okay, got it, got it. All right. Well, look, they'll find you out there. If somebody, this is my thought. If someone is really interested, they go the 9 yards to find out information. Again, you're listening to us. Carlene has an event coming up. She'll be there with multiple professionals in the industry, both, some people who are more seasoned than others, but they'll all be there and they can ask questions. So, by the way, is this event free or is it a paid event that they need to when they connect with you, just so they know? Is it free or do
Okay,
you have to buy a ticket?
yeah, this is free. The information is definitely free. You can definitely attend and just reach out to me because we got very few seats left and it's going to be an amazing. Our founder of our company will be in New York as well with other top leaders ready to help and ready to give out the information to others.
Excellent, excellent. Well, before you leave, I'm going to ask you just put that bright smile on, and just going to get this photo because we're live right here on Zoom. So we're going to do this like 1, 2, 3. You ready? So that smile is gorgeous. Here we go. All right. Okay, got it. So you know something, Carlene? Enjoy the rest of your week. You're going to definitely say hello to mom when she watches it. I'll be looking forward to communicating with you further, and maybe we'll get you back on the show if you're interested. That is, because you with your busy schedule, and maybe you got so many things. Coach Toy, I don't have any time for your show anymore, but hopefully not. We'll get you back to talk about some other things and really about where people are kind of heading to more than, in terms of travel, like what areas, countries, and all of that. That would be great. Or some deals going on that you can maybe share as well. So again, I kind of see a book in your future. You think about that, right? And if you do, you say, Coach Toy said she sees a book in my future, and that means for both of us. Okay. All right. So, Carlene, thank you so much. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day. Take
Thank you.
care.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Bye now. Well, I'm telling you, it's amazing when you talk about travel and you think about it. Carlene Graham, my guest today here on Speak to Me First podcast show, she was telling us so many things, positive things about the industry. If you are even thinking about becoming a travel agent and even going further, becoming an independent travel business owner, because that comes with even more responsibility. And one thing that I talk about a lot as a career development coach, life coach, and with all my presentations, I'm always talking about planning. One of the things that my guests mentioned, Carlene Graham, on Facebook, she's Carlene E. Banks Graham. So just don't be confused with that. If you go to her Facebook, look up Carlene E. Banks, Ebanks, Graham. And it's not hyphen, it's just that. And she talks a lot about what exactly is happening, in her industry. And she lets you know that, I mean, you can do this if you want to. There are many ways that you can try to be successful, if you will. There's just so many ways to do it. So that's what you want to remember. Just do what you need to do and get better at what you do. I heard a lot of lessons in here. She dropped a lot of gems today. And it wasn't all about travel, even in your family life, your personal life. You just don't give up. She mentioned that. Carlene told us today, don't give up on your dreams. She mentioned about your mindset. Mindset is everything. Sometimes we say, well, money is everything. No, money isn't everything, but it certainly helps. And when you don't have a lot of money or a lot of capital to start a business, then you start out small and you build and you grow. Build your network first. Find people, like-minded people who will be in your corner to progress. So that was one of my tips for today. And you've been listening to Speak to Me First podcast show. Again, I can be found. Just look me up, subscribe, like, and share this episode and many others to come. I appreciate both my national as well as international audience. And you know what? Like Carlene said, try a little travel today. How about that? So I'm Toye Johnson-Vincent. Where can you find and learn more about me and my stories of resilience, aka the No Sugarcoating Coach? TJV empowers you, the letter u.com. Again, TJV empowers you, the letter u.com. That's my website. And of course, I'm on all social media platforms, both Facebook, Instagram, you name it, LinkedIn, the professional website. You can inbox me there, inbox and invite me to speak, motivate, empower your audience in 2023 all the way through 2024 and beyond. You want to know more about my topics? Yes, resilience is at the top of the list. Networking. I also talk about another area of grief and loss because of my own personal journey of the loss of my toddler age daughter while I was in my early 20s to congenital heart disease. So again, I come with my baggage became a positive message for someone regarding resilience, family dynamics, you name it, I talk about it. But it's always in fun and in love and with respect. I am Coach Toye, aka the No Sugarcoating Coach, Toye Johnson-Vincent. And as I say when I end all of my broadcasts, success is in your future. Bye for now. Bye now.